Yeah, and they are really concerned about this right now. It is not believed that the incidents in New Orleans and Las Vegas are related, but the fact that both of those suspects served in the military has local veterans groups concerned. They say it shines a light on what's becoming a growing mental health crisis. It's a tragedy that always breaks Deb Ellick's heart.
It's so frustrating every time I hear of a veteran taking their own lives, a veteran taking other people's lives. It's devastating to me.
After a career in the Marines, she founded 22 Saves Hockey in Rolesville, named for a sobering statistic, the fact that an estimated 22 veterans are lost to suicide every day. The group works to prevent that by getting them involved in sports like hockey. It hits close to home. She lost a sister to suicide, and her son, also a veteran, suffered PTSD. Even Deb noticed changes within herself.
I definitely felt that isolation or feeling like you no longer belonged, because it's hard to, if you're not in the military, it's a hard thing to explain to people.
We now know the New Orleans suspect Shamsuddin Jabbar served in the Army from 2007 to 2015 and spent another 5 years in the reserve, while the suspect in the Las Vegas cybertruck explosion, Matthew Livelsberger, was an active-duty Green Beret. We don't know what role mental health may have played, but experts do say that trauma can impact veterans regardless of how long ago they served.
Because they feel like they've held it in for so long and now they're finally able to talk to somebody about it. So the fact that they may be years post-service does not surprise me.
Holly Doggett is the executive director of the National Alliance for Mental Illness North Carolina. She says oftentimes it's loved ones who will be the first to notice signs, like people withdrawing or changing their behavior. And too often, veterans may be silent.
Mental health concerns were something that you didn't talk about in the military community. It could lead to changes in your rank. It could lead potentially to being ousted from the military.
But they hope out of these two tragedies, there can be awareness.
The thing is where are these folks dropping through the cracks? That's the important thing to try and figure out.
And of course, there's been a lot of conversation about the potential for veterans becoming radicalized. Well, a 2022 report from the National Consortium for the Study of Terrorism and Responses to Terrorism found that the number of extremist incidents that involve active and former military members more than doubled between 2010 and 2021 compared to the prior 2 decades. Now, it is still important to note that by percentage, the number of service members who engage in acts of violence is still extremely low. And again, if mental health becomes a concern, there are so many resources available, of course, and if you need immediate help, dialing that 988 number, of course, as well.
And I'm glad you highlighted the people working hard to help military veterans here in our community tonight as well. Tom, thank you.